Hi everyone, it's Julie from sproutsandstems.com here. Today's video is going to be 5 quick and easy houseplant display ideas that anyone can do. So before we get into that, please take a second to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any new planty content from me. Check out the description for links to my Patreon/YouTube membership. And also in the description, I will be linking to the page on my website where I post Prime Day deals because Prime Day is coming up. So check that out too for deals on plants and cool planty things and all that jazz. And now we will get into the houseplant display ideas. So I'll be taking you around my apartment and showing you some things. Okay, so idea number one, and sorry about the reflection, but idea number one is to create little nooks with a few plants at a time, little like display nooks. Instead of having your plants all together in one place, take a few and create a little scene with them. So this was just a terrarium top. I'm not exactly sure if it's actually supposed to be a terrarium, but it didn't have a bottom, so it's just like a topper thing. And I just put it here on top of this storage bin. And here, I'll bring you in closer. There's my book planter project. And then I used 2 other books just to stay with the theme, and Pothos, Tratus Cantiananic, and Peperomia verticillata. And yeah, it's just a cute little plant nook. So a good rule of thumb is to use an odd number for decorating things. So 3 little plants and then stack them at various heights. So it's kind of interesting to the eye. And yeah, mix and match your different plants and play with that. You could take maybe 3 of the same plant if you have various sizes. That might make a cool look. So you can get creative with it, but a good rule of thumb is an odd number of plants and just try stacking them or hanging them at various heights and create a little scene, a little plant nook. So that is idea number 1. And actually, that kind of goes into idea number 2, is to incorporate objects to kind of spice things up a little bit and show your personality. So just stacking some plants on top of some cute vintage books is one example. Another example is just a little mushroom. Nothing complicated, just little Dollar Tree mushroom. There's a little bit of an empty space up here. There you go. And then a third example is this bird. That was my grandpa's, so it's just a little like memento thing. And it just adds a little bit of interest. So idea number 2, extremely simple, but just incorporate some fun objects. And idea number 3 is also right here. This plant hanger is so insanely easy to make. It's not any kind of like complicated macrame knot. It's literally, here, let me take this down so I can show you. I'm not going to go into a full-on tutorial today. I'm just going to kind of explain it and how like simple it is, but let me know if you're interested in actually seeing how it's made. So you take 8 strings, separate them into 2, 2, 2, 2, and then you tie each of those 2 in a knot. Just like a straight up basic knot. There's no like macrame weaving or anything. Then from each knot, you split the 2 and then you pair it with the one next to it. This is just because I tied 2 pieces of broken string together, so there's like a random extra knot right here, but you separate two and then you put those together and you tie the knot. Then you separate those again and pair it with the one next to it and tie another knot. And you keep doing that just like a couple more times. Make sure as you're doing it that it like fits the pot that you want to use it for. And then when you're done, just knot it. And that's it. No complicated weaving or fancy macrame stuff. It literally is just tying a bunch of knots, but it looks really good. So this is pretty simple, and once you make a few knots, you get the hang of what you're doing, and anyone can do it. So if you are interested in actually seeing it made, let me know, but that's just a basic description of a really, really easy plant hanger that you can make. Okay, number 4, and this is a little more DIY-ish, but it's still super easy and anyone can do it. So I'm going to show you 3 objects and you're going to tell me what they all have in common. First, tennis racket webbing. Number 2, chicken wire. Number 3, rattan. And what they all have in common is they all have holes. So basically, anything that has a bunch of holes, any material, it can already just easily be made into some kind of plant hanger, plant display, whatever. So this, and I've done a video on all of these things, but this, I literally just took a picture frame, a piece of rattan, hot glued it, and then used fishing line and hot glue to secure some little propagation containers. The chicken wire, I use it all around my greenhouse cabinet to hang stuff off of. And it was really easy. It's just, honestly, cutting the chicken wire was the hardest part, but actually like installing it and then just zip tying it to the sides, not difficult at all. And then this, I use more chicken wire to create the basket part, and I just literally hooked it and kind of like twisted and secured it onto the webbing. So I know that's a little bit outside the box, but if you like to be crafty, you can use your imagination, and any material that already has holes, openings of some sort, can easily be made into something that you can hang plants off of. It's kind of like this plant rack I have outside too. I'm not hanging any plants off of that like back grid part, but it is there for hanging baskets. So yeah. Okay, now this last one, I'm not actually implementing yet. So this is just like example for show plant, but I'm thinking I will do this in the winter because last winter, if you've been on my channel for a little while, you'll know that I had a bunch of plants in my closet with a grow light because I need to keep them away from my cat. And I just didn't like having to sacrifice all that closet space. So I think this is going to be a really cute solution using just a coat rack, like a coat hanger, hooks, coat hooks. And yeah, it's the same as just putting like a nail in the wall and hanging a plant, but you only have to put 2 nails in the wall and you can hang a bunch of plants of like various sizes, and I think it looks really cute. So I think I'm definitely going to implement this in the winter time when I have to bring more of my plants inside. But yeah, how cute would that be? Miss Marble Queen is our model today. Oh, she's so pretty. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. So anyway, those are 5 easy houseplant display ideas that anyone can do. Some are pretty straightforward, some take a little bit more imagination, but they're all quick and easy. So I hope you like this video today. Please give this video a like if you did and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next week.